This guy who had, comparatively very little power was forced now to come out and tell the truth about Blake Lively, because she has made herself into the new Amber Heard. And now he's going full Johnny Depp on her to show that she was the bully. She was the one harassing him.
Blake Lively is caught revealing her secret plan is to always take control of the movies and lie to the directors.
He's a Me Too victim there. That's absurd. She seems like kind of a jerk. Wow, she's like kind of a bully. She's rather mean.
They just wanted me to show up and look cute and stand on a little pink sticker where I'm supposed to go and say what I'm supposed to say. That wasn't fulfilling for me. Be a part of the narrative in the writing and the costume design and creating the character. And sometimes I would have people who really resented that.
Right? This Justin Baldoni, most people had never even heard of him. And then she claimed that he unleashed a bad PR campaign against her. By the time they premiered the movie, they weren't even speaking to each other. She made him stay in the basement and decided to try to hurt him with petty, made up, out of context complaints when he pushed back even in the mildest way. So she's a serial fraudster. That's called fraud. All along, you have secret plans to do something very, very different that's above your pay grade. That's called fraud. When you pretend you want to do the one thing and you'll do the thing they're hiring you for.
I really don't like this woman. I am so angered by her ability to think she can just take control and she knows better. Because of Justin's cut and a lot of stuff that happened, she realized they had a hit on their hands.
Remember that Justin's team released this raw, unedited video of a dancing scene. It was actually B-roll that they used in the movie, arguing between them about what's the best way to shoot it and this and the other.
How they look,
So some fans have noticed that there are a lot of camera angles there that look very familiar and that Blake Lively would certainly know because she did almost the exact same scene with the guy who's now her husband back when he was playing Green Lantern.
You mean the movie where they fell in love, Charles?
Yes.
With each other?
This text from Blake Lively is insane. If you knew me in person longer, you'd have a sense of how flirty and yummy the ball busting would play. It's my love language, spicy and playfully bold, never with teeth. What?
Nothing in Hollywood is ever as perfect as it appears, and the latest turmoil surrounding Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni, and Ryan Reynolds has fans scratching their heads in disbelief. Rumors are swirling about a wild legal dispute, one that feels too shocking to be true. Yet, the whispers won't die down. They say Justin Baldoni has been pulling strings behind the scenes, trying to twist situations to his advantage. Meanwhile, Blake Lively is stuck in a tense battle for control of her own life story, and Ryan Reynolds might be on the brink of an announcement nobody ever saw coming. Divorce, betrayal, a hidden plan? The possibilities sound almost unbelievable, but in the rumor mill, nothing is off limits. Some people claim there's evidence of manipulative behavior, leaked messages, and secret discussions. Others insist the power couple of Blake and Ryan is untouchable. Who is right? And who is about to face the ultimate downfall? The fan chatter grows louder each day, and one question refuses to go away. Is there any truth to the talk that Justin Baldoni is a lot more cunning than he seems? Skeptics argue that Justin built his brand on kindness, on being everyone's friend. But certain insiders now hint that he's actually controlling, demanding, and ready to do anything to get his way. The stakes are high, and the rumors are huge. There's even a suggestion that Ryan Reynolds could finally admit to a private crisis that would change everything. That's right, some say his bombshell might involve a separation from Blake, while others think it's all a smokescreen for something even bigger. Blake, according to Hush Hush reports, is beyond nervous, feeling cornered by Justin's bold legal moves. If these stories are true, we're about to see a Hollywood face-off that nobody wanted to believe could happen. Yet people can't turn away from this scandal because it has everything. A beloved actress who is usually calm and charming, but now seems more anxious than ever. A public hero who might not be so heroic after all. A husband who could be hiding a huge secret. And a set of alleged voicemails and suspicious documents that promise to expose an entire web of manipulation. Buckle up for a story that will push even the most loyal fans into doubt. In this script, we tear apart all the shocking details, the rumored meltdown moments, and the swirling controversies that have the internet spinning. Prepare for a wild ride through the layers of Hollywood's bright lights and dark secrets. It's easy to believe that celebrity lives are full of glamour and ease, But beneath the fancy events and social media smiles, there can be brutal showdowns. That's exactly what people are saying about Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni right now. Their alleged legal dispute has come out of nowhere, and speculation spreads that Justin is the one who lit the fuse. No one expected these two to clash. After all, they both present themselves as kind, friendly personalities. Yet the rumor is, Justin's group served Blake with complicated legal papers, claiming she broke some agreement or tried to block him from a major business venture. Skeptics ask, is this for real? Or is it all hype to create buzz around a new project? But so-called insiders insist that court documents exist. They say Justin's team is pushing for a settlement that heavily favors him. Allegedly, his approach includes strong-arm tactics, behind-the-scenes pressure, and leaks to the media to corner Blake. This is not the friendly Justin Baldoni the world thinks it knows. This is a version of Justin who acts like he's above ordinary rules, an entitled player in a bigger scheme. Blake, for her part, reportedly did not stay silent. She challenged Justin head-on, and that is when the rumor mill says things got even uglier. Restraining orders, gag orders, personal threats, these are the stories swirling online. They might sound outlandish, but fans who have watched Hollywood fights before know that anything is possible once money and reputation are on the line. The tension only grew worse when Ryan Reynolds, who had tried to remain quiet, stepped in. People say he was ready to draw a line and call out Justin's moves as devious and calculated. That's when everything blew up. What if the tension reached a point of no return? People chatter about how Justin was furious at the idea that Ryan, a major star in his own right, might overshadow him or expose his hidden motives. In many social media circles, the question is, who is the real Justin Baldoni? The mild-mannered public figure, or a cunning manipulator who thrives on drama and power? We may soon find out if the rumored courtroom drama becomes public. Behind every legal dispute, there are whispers of hush-hush evidence. Some people claim that Justin Baldoni's attempt to trap Blake is all in writing, thanks to a chain of suspicious emails and text messages. Imagine an entire log of messages, hinting that Justin knew exactly what he was doing. Allegedly, he told associates, "I'll make sure she can't fight back." That's the rumor anyway. If these messages exist, they could be the bombshell that shows the world a different side of the so-called do-gooder. Further rumors mention voicemails in which Justin is heard losing his cool, throwing around harsh words, and blaming Blake for messing with his plans. Could those recordings be real? Are they pure fiction? No one can say for sure, but the talk alone has fueled a wave of disbelief and shock. Blake Lively has always had a calm, graceful image. So, if she's facing these relentless attacks, it might explain why she seems on edge in public appearances. Some watchers note that her smile looks forced, her answers more guarded. They wonder, did something in those voicemails break her trust? In people she thought were friends? Then there's the so-called meltdown moment that tabloids claim happened at a private event. The story goes that Justin showed up, uninvited, and demanded to talk to Blake in a corner. Witnesses say the tension was so thick you could feel it from across the room. Supposedly, he threatened to go public with personal details if she didn't cooperate. That's a big allegation, yet it keeps popping up on gossip sites. Is it just a tall tale meant to stir up chaos, or a glimpse into how far Justin might push to get what he wants? Every time a new rumor hits social media, fans freak out. People ask, is Justin that desperate? Why is Blake in the crossfire? What does Ryan think about all this? And that leads us to the next piece of the puzzle. Because it seems Ryan Reynolds, known for witty banter and comedic style, is not amused by any of this drama. He might even be preparing to drop a shocking truth bomb that leaves everyone stunned. Ryan Reynolds is not the type to stay silent in a crisis. He's known for speaking his mind, often with a smirk or clever punchline. But if the gossip is correct, this time he's dead serious. There's a rumor that Ryan plans to make a major announcement, one that could shake the foundations of Hollywood's favorite power couple. Some believe he's about to reveal that he and Blake are on the brink of a separation. Others suspect he might expose shady dealings on Justin's side, which would cause a meltdown in the media. Can you imagine the headlines if Ryan suddenly declared that he's had enough of the stress and wants out of the marriage? It would be a massive shock, especially since the pair appears rock solid in public. But the tension from this alleged legal feud could test any relationship. The talk is that Ryan is sick of the constant pressure, the behind-the-scenes bullying, and the draining energy swirling around them. He wants peace, or at least he wants the upper hand in this saga. That might mean stepping forward and revealing secrets that no one expected him to share. Some fans doubt this rumor, of course. They argue that Ryan loves drama only in his movies, not in real life. They say he and Blake are unbreakable. But others insist you never really know what's going on in a celebrity marriage. Public smiles can hide a sea of tension. Even the slightest crack can turn into a gaping hole if enough pressure is applied. In some corners of the internet, people are convinced that Ryan's big announcement isn't about divorce at all. They think he may be working on a complicated plan to force Justin Baldoni into a corner, using public opinion as a weapon. Whatever the truth, the speculation has fans glued to their screens, waiting for Ryan to spill the details. If he does, it might paint Justin Baldoni as a full-blown antagonist, or it could reveal problems in Ryan and Blake's marriage that have nothing to do with Justin. Or maybe it's something no one expects, a twist that redefines how we see all three people. One thing's clear, the tension is at a boiling point. Much of the drama hinges on whether Justin Baldoni is the manipulator some people claim he is. On the surface, he built a reputation as an inspirational figure, talking about empathy and personal growth. That's the Justin fans adore. But these fresh accusations paint a darker picture. Some folks say he uses that friendly image as a smokescreen to hide how he really operates. He allegedly calls the shots behind everyone's back, pressures people to do things his way, and throws out legal threats the moment anyone stands in his path. The word entitled keeps popping up in online discussions. Sources close to the situation, or so they claim, say Justin sees himself as unstoppable. He thinks he can sway the narrative, shape media coverage, and appear as the victim if needed. That's a trick he has perfected, according to these rumors. One day, he's the nice guy, smiling for the cameras. The next, he's in the shadows, making phone calls that leave his opponents shaking. Whether this is true or just a wild story, it's certainly stirring the pot. For Blake Lively, dealing with Justin might feel like fighting a shadow. She can't pin him down or force him to admit anything because he always stays a step ahead. He frames her every move as dramatic or over the top, twisting the situation so he looks calm while she seems paranoid. This is the kind of psychological warfare that leaves people exhausted, and some say that is exactly the trap Blake fell into. She is now cornered by a smiling rival who pretends to be all about peace and progress, even as he tries to crush her behind the scenes. The more these rumors spread, the more people ask for solid proof. Is there a hidden folder of emails? Is there a phone call nobody has heard yet? Are Justin's close advisors about to break their silence? Fans are hungry for any new scrap of information that might confirm what they fear, that Justin Baldoni is no hero, but rather a cunning operator who will not hesitate to use every advantage to get what he wants. And if that means driving a wedge between Blake and Ryan, or leaving them anxious about the future, so be it. This storyline is as intense as any Hollywood thriller. Divorce rumors in Hollywood are as old as the hills. But when it involves Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, it cuts deeper because they've long been seen as an unbreakable pair. The idea that an outside force, particularly Justin Baldoni, might be planting seeds of chaos is both shocking and strangely believable to some. After all, we've seen plenty of once happy couples break under the strain of lawsuits, public spats, or personal betrayals. In hushed forums and social media threads, fans debate the idea that Ryan has already served divorce papers or that Blake secretly moved out. None of this has been confirmed. It's all rumor, yet the speculation persists. People point to past interviews where Ryan joked about the ups and downs of marriage, or where Blake mentioned not taking anything for granted. They read those quotes now as signs that trouble was brewing. It's like looking back at old photos and trying to spot cracks in what used to look perfect. Where does Justin Baldoni fit into this potential breakup? Some say he couldn't care less about their marriage. He just wants to win his legal battle and come out on top. Others argue that he intentionally stirred up stress in their personal lives to weaken Blake's resolve, maybe hoping she'd give in to his demands. That would be a cold strategy, but this entire rumor is based on the premise that Justin is a ruthless operator behind the scenes. It's also possible the divorce buzz is a total distraction. Maybe Ryan's big announcement is about something else entirely, a major business venture, a career change, or a surprising family development that has nothing to do with leaving Blake. The internet loves to jump to dramatic conclusions, especially when the words shocking announcement pop up. Still, the collective mood is anxious. Everyone is waiting for the truth to come out, yet the truth seems more tangled with each passing day. At this point, there are more questions than answers. Is Justin Baldoni truly an entitled figure orchestrating a hidden plan to control Blake Lively? Is Ryan Reynolds about to drop life-changing news, divorce or otherwise, that sends shockwaves through their public image? and how much of the swirling talk is based on truth versus sensational gossip. The lines between rumor and reality have never been more blurred, yet fans can't stop following every twist. This saga might be months away from a final resolution. Legal disputes can drag on, and public feuds can last even longer. The tension could ease if someone decides to make a formal statement, but the way rumors keep escalating suggests we're nowhere near the end. Each piece of alleged evidence, each snippet of a voicemail, each insider's leak adds a new layer of drama. It's like watching a house of cards build higher and higher. One small move could cause the entire thing to collapse, exposing secrets nobody wanted to see in the light of day. Until that moment comes, all we can do is watch and wonder. Will Blake stand tall and prove that Justin's manipulative streak is real? Will Ryan shock the world with a confession that changes the course of their marriage forever? The anticipation is thick and the stakes are huge. People are picking sides, forming opinions, and fueling online debates. In the end, only time will reveal who is telling the truth and who has been hiding behind a polished facade. For now, the message is clear. Hollywood glamour can mask a ton of drama. What looks perfect from the outside can be full of twists and tension on the inside. Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni, and Ryan Reynolds may present themselves as celebrities living the dream, but behind closed doors, there's a firestorm of accusations, rumored evidence, and whispered betrayals. The outcome could reshape reputations and relationships for good. Stay alert, because the next revelation might be the most outrageous one yet. In the world of high-profile scandals, nothing is too far-fetched. And if you thought you'd heard it all, think again. This story is only getting started.